Welcome to Know Your Money, where we will explore our relationship with money and how the psychology of it impacts our financial decisions, as everyone thinks about money differently. In our podcast, we'll be presenting a variety of financial topics in an easy-to-understand way, which we hope will assist you with managing your money. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Know Your Money. Craig, Warren, how are you today?
I'm good, Bron, and you?
Very well, thank you.
And Warren, how are you today?
I'm feeling swell, Craig. And it's only because I get to see you two.
Absolutely.
You miss us every Monday, don't you?
You know what, Craig? My week is a long week. But when Monday comes, you can ask Kirsten. I'm very excited.
So we're galloping around this wheel.
We are. And today's slice of the pie is health and fitness. And
Very important.
absolutely, I think it's probably one of the most important things, because without you being healthy, you can't have anything else.
Exactly.
Yeah.
My late father-in-law said that's the only thing you can take into retirement of value. Obviously, your money is important, but if you don't have your health, it's a huge problem.
So true.
I also feel like people work so hard, like they work their whole life so that they have so much money. And then those people that have worked and stressed themselves by not looking at this wheel and trying to balance all these different areas, they make all this money to spend on hospital bills.
Yeah,
or to spend on care.
and day to day. I mean, okay, I've got a cold again, so I need to buy some over-the-counter medication for it. I need to, whatever. You know, there's always something going on where you haven't been eating right, you haven't been taking care of yourself. Yeah. And those little things. And then you can go on to how it affects you mentally. I mean, you'll feel much better if you exercise.
Yeah, so this is one of those slices of the pie that affect those other wheels so much. And how do you take stock of your health and your fitness, and what should you do?
What is daily habits? You have to do something every day. In the eating way, you got to check what you eat, and you make sure you exercise every day. You have it in your diary, not negotiable, whatever time of the day. If you're a morning person, go to the gym in the morning, or night, go after work, but you have to do some exercise every day.
One I would put to you guys, as well as the listeners, to maybe look at. I believe the book is called Unprocessed. I'll double check it and we can put it in the bio. But it opened up my eyes as to the health effects of eating processed foods. And
I hope it excludes biltong.
No, biltong's all good.
Okay.
Biltong's fine. Biltong's good. But it's ultra-processed foods. So if you're buying a ready meal, it's killing you.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
And you really have to cook from raw ingredients. You have to, and by doing that, it was these twin brothers who did it. Both doctors. One lived in the US and one lived in, I think it was the UK. And his twin, who went to the US, ballooned and had health problems within months of being there. And it was because of the diet of the ultra-processed foods he was eating.
Yep.
And then the cost of that, again, we're going back to the cost. We're going back to the finances and the effect on his relationship. And there's so many things.
And mental health, all of those things. For me personally, this is probably one of my hardest ones since having kids. Before children, it was very easy to be healthy because you have the time to cook, and I could always find time to exercise.
Yeah.
But now with the kids are getting a bit older, but the waking up in the middle of the night, like early mornings is like I need my sleep now.
I mean, going for a run, for me at the moment, going for a run in the morning is the last thing I will do.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you have to find something else. That's why I pivoted to eating healthy at least.
Yeah, but that's also sometimes I feel quite difficult.
Is it? See, I'm obsessed with cooking.
That's
and I
good.
do all the cooking and I love it. And I find it relaxes me. It's a super chilled process for me. So I enjoy cooking. Even if I've had a hell of a long day, hell of a long week, I'll still cook because it relaxes me. I'm very lucky. Yeah.
I love cooking as well, but like in our house, we try eat by 5 o'clock every day with the kids. We don't not eat with them. And before I could start cooking at like 3:30, but now with work,
you know what? I think it's because I'm
focused
self-employed.
on that. It makes such a difference.
So with me, because my businesses are both run out of my house at the moment, I can say, right, at 4 o'clock, I'm going to go and cook.
Yeah.
So people out there, I guess it's harder. But again, it's that we can go back to the episode before. What matters more to you? Change your lifestyle.
Yeah. Plan as well.
And part of that can be a career. You can
plan it.
And that's exactly it. Like, back to your point, I think when it comes to health and fitness, the biggest thing that someone could do, and if this is something that you struggle with, is sitting down and doing that planning. So like someone said, like, cook on a Sunday and plan your meals for the week. Or what I found so super cool as well is ChatGPT. You can put in like foods that you like or what you're trying to do, and then say to it, please give me a 30-day meal plan. And recipes that are 20 to 30 minutes long. I have done it. I have not used it, but I have done it.
But it's amazing, right?
Yeah. And one thing we're trying to do in our house is like, so there's 7 colors of the rainbow, and we try to have like a fruit or a veg in a day of each color. So then I put that into the plan and said, like,
it's
come
also
up with
fun
different
for the
things.
kids as well.
Could I give you another example about the fitness side of things?
Yeah.
So my father, he decided to do the oxpecker, and going into that, he was very regimented with his training. And what that meant is his health got better, but also his finances got better because he wasn't going out and eating. He wasn't having as many bottles of wine during the week with my mom, you know. And so he's realized that for him, he needs to set fitness goals now. So he's decided he's going to do a half marathon soon. So to keep him on that track of a fitness goal, and how that fitness goal then affected his other goals.
Yeah.
Which is, I think,
so
really
those
cool.
goals and plannings is ideal.
And when you're young, your health is there. We get to my age, it often there's parts of
Craig,
your...
when you get to my age, it goes, man.
So that can happen. And then you got to make sure that, back to cover, what cover do you need? That you have dread disease cover when you're young. You purchase it when you're young, because when you get to my age, you probably won't get it.
Yeah.
And so you get it when you're young, and if anything happens, you're covered, and you make sure you got loss of income. We've spoken about that many times before.
Yeah.
How important that is. So if your health does fail and you can't work, you are able to still get a salary, and that's so important.
So, yeah.
And
I mean,
medical aid.
Yeah,
I
medical
wish
aid as well.
I had loss of income cover right now.
Yeah.
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 With having had this bad leg for a few days and not being able to do work,
Absolutely. And I also think a big factor that in our practice that we do incorporate is when it comes to financial planning, you plan for your retirement and you view it now when you're healthy and you're fine. People often don't consider, like, what happens if you do have to go into a home and have care? What happens if you need a full-time nurse? Those things are like 20, 30,000 Rand a month.
Correct.
That isn't factored into your retirement planning. So for certain clients, we try add that in. You know, if you have a surplus, don't just see it as a surplus and now go blow money. Factor in those things. And the beauty of that is if you don't get to that, you can leave more for your children. So health and fitness needs to be thought about always.
Absolutely.
Yeah, agreed. Definitely.
Yeah.
Nice.
Keep
So
healthy.
helped.
Keep walking.
Yeah. Just keep walking. Johnny Walker.
Yeah.
It's better than nothing. Just don't Johnny Walker, as you say. Yeah.
Thanks,
See you
guys.
next Monday.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening. If you have enjoyed this podcast, would like to subscribe, please visit our website, www.growthfp.co.za. The information we have provided in this podcast is our personal opinion. For more detailed information, please discuss your financial situation with a financial planner.